Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So I got the new General Napoleon. I'll do another video on him in the future on apparently how good he is, especially possibly as an assistant if you don't want to run him up. It was 16 copies. Anyways, we all know Evony's a Chinese company. Washington, the most famous president of all time in America. And apparently he doesn't get along with anybody. He doesn't pair with anyone. Is this like a Chinese joke? Like in real life, Washington also doesn't really get along with anyone? So let's see how it goes out here. And let's do some pairings. So I did some experiments on my own, and I found quite a few that don't work. I'll show you some that do work. Some that I guess don't really matter to most people. So Washington Prime does work with Roland. Roland's kind of outdated. So he will also work with Martinez. It will show here that they don't work, but that's only because of a March size book. If I take the March size book off, like I just did for Roland, they do pair. So not off to a good start with all the rumors from everybody else who said he doesn't pair with anybody. So let's now try him with Messina. And I don't think they're going to pair. So this one, no, Dear Child of Victory. And if you look at Dear Child of Victory, obviously that's not March size or attack or anything like that. So you know that it's his main skill. Those two are not compatible. So there's our first one. First top level ground general that he cannot pair with. Let's see. Can he pair with Gaius? He can. Okay, so Gaius isn't totally elite anymore. He was for a very brief period, but they can pair together. So that's a strike against the rumors that are out there. Let's see. Li Jing. Can he pair with this not very good general? Yes, he can. So we got no complications there as well. So it's looking like really the only general he has a problem pairing with right now is, of course, Messina. That's the only good general, but who really even has a Messina that's that good, right? Most people don't. Most people wouldn't be using him. So John Churchill is not a mounted general. Do we have any other mounted generals here to test out? Bertrand. Let's test out Bertrand. He pairs. So I'm not seeing what the big deal is. So this is kind of looking like a myth right now. I'll put him with Napoleon, and I know that they pair because I already tested. So right there, of course, they pair, right? Have you ever wondered why the French Navy has glass bottoms on their boats? So they could see the old French Navy. Haha. World War II joke for you there. Anyways, let's continue to look here and see if there is any other generals that he wouldn't pair with. So right now it seems like only Messina. So I'm not quite seeing what the complaints are about Washington. He's looking like one of the illusion. This is a ground general, I think. Yeah. So there's been so many generals in the game lately that I kind of even forget what they all do. Especially so many that just look exactly the same, like Zhao Yun. I got him as well. I could pull him out and see if they match. I'd have to, this guy, I believe, is Jayan Aaron. I believe that is that a mounted general, a mounted increase and mounted? Yep. So let's try and pair them together. And they do pair. So what is the big deal, people? Wanted to put this rumor to rest. Washington does pair with almost every single general in the game. So not quite sure what everyone is complaining about. I can't even think of other generals. Like I could level up my Custer and people like that. They're older. No one really uses them. So what's the point in trying to see if he pairs with them when it seems like everyone is pairable with him? Trying to see if I have any other good horse generals. I got like mixed generals there, like Grant. They can do horses, but seems to me like he's a very elite general. There's no downside to him. Everybody should have him. Oh, let's try him with Aptoide. That will be my last test. And really, that would only be in a boss situation. So most people truly wouldn't care anyways. And they work. So, not seeing what the big deal is. Looks like Washington Prime, it might be the best general in the game. 31% march size, and he can hold a march book. So I only put a level 1 on, but obviously if you can hold a 3%, he's going to be able to hold the 12%. So 31% on top of that, he's going to end up, or is it 15% actually? Let's take a look at what that book is. I think it's 15 actually. And it's 12. So I was right. So 43% march size. That is ridiculous. So I would get out of that. So another like 400,000 on top of whatever your march is. Whereas most generals will only be giving you like an extra 100,000. That is a crazy big march size. I'm going to have to really think about putting him into, like, fully speccing him and possibly ascending him. I got a few days to think about it. I do have chests or tokens to open him and get 16 of him, but man, I just did Napoleon Prime. So I'm going to have to do a full comparison of them to decide if it's worth the Blood of Ares and specs investment. Well, anyways, let me know in the comments, what generals were you guys talking about that he doesn't pair with other than Messina? Because that doesn't seem to be an issue, because for most people, Messina or Washington would be an assistant, not a main general. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.